I'm going to show you how you can do Bursar operations using the mobile app. So I'll assume that you're already Bursar, you have the Bursar roles and you have successfully logged in, and logging in is simple. And I've already shown you how you can download the application by just simply going to Play Store and search for the app called School Dynamics. You'll be able to see the application. So assume that you have the rights of the Bursar and you're logged in. So what can you do in the system as a Bursar? So first things first, you can be able to browse the students' accounts. All right, so you come here to school fees. You'll be able to see the school fees accounts of students. So let me put these things here. Sorry about that. So when I come here to school fees and I click on school fees, I can be able to see all the accounts of students. I can see the student who is verified, who is not verified. I can be able to see male students. I can be able to see female students. I can be able to see students in a specific class, maybe let's say by P4. I can be able to see those students. I can be able to see, I can be able to clear and see all of them. I can be able to see, I can be able to say I want to see only the verified students. I can be able to select that and see only the verified student. Can be able to sort by school fees, the one with most school fees and the one with less school fees. You just simply click on that toggle of school fees to sort them in ascending and descending order. So I can be able to see the total of school fees that we are demanding from these students. So you can see that total in the bottom here. So let's say I want to see the total of school fees of student in P4. So you can just simply say students of P4 whose school fees are verified. You can be able to see that they are owing us 8 million. So that's how you are able to see the school fees accounts of their students. You can be able to share this list on WhatsApp. You can be able to copy this list on clipboard and you paste it anywhere you want. You can be able to search, for example, if you want to share this list on WhatsApp, you can just click show on WhatsApp, and then the system will generate the list depending on these filters that I have, and I can send it to myself here on WhatsApp, and this is how it will look like. So it will show you the number of the filters that are there: male student, female student in P4, and then it will show you the total amount that you owe this student, and it will show you the date when this list was generated. So it will give you a summary, and then it will give you the student. It will give you the student name, the class, and the amount that you owe this student. The amount that this student owes to the school. So you can be able to see all that. You can be able to share such kind of a list that is coming from the system. So you can be able to change the student's account. Verify the student's account. If you want to verify student's account, just tap on it, and then you'll see here in bottom you'll see the 3 actions but icons. So you can be able to change to update the student status account. You can mark it as verified or not verified. So if you show this amount, you can say account is verified and then submit. Then this student will be marked as verified. All right, so if you're onboarding student for the very first time, the other things that I told you about, like you can be able to set this student to reflect a specific balance. Say this student is supposed to reflect 550 and you want to force the system to do that. Maybe because we are starting using the system, or maybe because things have failed to balance. So we can just simply come here and say change the balance, and then say it should show minus. It should show minus 550 minus 1 2 50 1 2 3. So there you confirm. So the system will go ahead and change the balance of this student and show the amount that you'll have forced it to do what? To show. So if I come here and refresh, so you have to wait for it to load. Sometimes it can be slow. Let me see which student I changed. So it is here. This is the student that we changed the balance. It is this very last one. Okay, so you can be able to see his balance is now 550 according to that. So it means that the other transaction has been created. So that's how you change the balance, you force the balance. So what other action can you do? You can, if you're on a single student details page, let's say our student that you're using for testing, which is this one, you have some shortcuts. You can add the fees balance on them. You can add some fees balance. So you know to what is meant by that. So if I say add fees balance, I can just simply put here, maybe this person has paid 50,000, or this person has paid 150,000. 150, 1, 2, 3, and I select the date, and I select the date and the time, and then say yes, submit, and I confirm. So this student is going to be credited with that particular amount of money that shall have entered. So this account can take some time to load because the data is too much that is doing in background, but it will definitely load after you refresh. Should just pull down here to refresh after like some time to load, and you see that it will update. So this student was owing us 600, it is now 450. Now if you want follow up on transactions, I've shown you how to do that. That is very simple. Just tap on the student, and then you say add a transaction. Even service subscription, if you want to add a service subscription, just say add service subscription. You select the service. For example, maybe this has bought a school shirt, and it's one of them. So the system will show you here a summary of this, and to show even the other service subscription that this student has already. Then if I add this one, it means that it will process, and then it will add that service to this to this student. If I want to create another record, I say yes, it will keep me on the same on the same screen. So if I go ahead and refresh again, if I go back to this student and I be like adding another service subscription, I should be able to see that service subscription of uniform added to him, as you can see it there. And then this student was owing us 450, so we were going to expect this student to owe us 180 because a service of 50,000 has been added to him. So that's another operation that you can do with the mobile application. Another operation, you can access these services here. And you can be able to see the people who have subscribed to that. Another operation, you can also create transactions or manage transactions. So you click on transactions, you'll be able to see the transactions, how they are coming in school and how they are going outside the school, or how money is entering and how money is going. So you can see the most latest transaction is this one of a bill that we've set to meet, because this student bought a t-shirt. You'll see the explanation, it is up there. I can download this receipt, I can view the details of this transaction, or I can view the details of this student's account, or I can download the receipt by clicking there, and it will get me the PDF of this receipt. So let's go back around to that. So you can download the receipt, you can view this account of this student. What else can you do? You can now you can be able to see these transactions, how the money is coming. You can be able to see the transaction of a specific student. Let me say I want to see the transaction of Madeline Matthew. It will go ahead, you just simply say by student, and then go ahead and enter the student, and then to show this transaction of that student only, how we have been billing him, how he has been paying, etc. And if you click on one, it will show you the details. So if I go ahead and click on add, I can add a transaction. All right, you can also add a transaction from here. So here I'll have to first select an account because I have not selected it. So selected the student, go ahead and enter the amount, enter the date, and submit. We'll go ahead and create that transaction. So you can monitor all the transactions from this page, and you can monitor the school fees balances of different students from this page. You can see which student who has paid and how they have been paying by just simply filtering. All right, so you can see the fees by class, etc. So those are the operations that the bursar can now perform on the system using the mobile application. However, if you want to see all the operation, then you have to use the web portal. And you remember the web portal can also be used using the mobile app. All right, see you in the next session.